Give all praises to Yahweh,
Hashem,
Give honor to the apostles that rule well. Salutations to the brothers in the four corners of the earth. All right. I'm gonna let brother Nah give the exhortation. Brother Sham, y'all is speaking for the day.
Well, speak up a little bit, huh?
A little closer.
Yeah. Those trucks.
Yeah, Pittsburgh, I was thinking today, like, how people, which are the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, it's February 23rd, and it feels like it's April or May, our people are spiritually asleep, man. They ain't paying attention to the signs that's going on, like as far as with the weather, as far as with these wars about to come down with Russia and Ukraine. Like, they just spiritually asleep. Only thing our people worried about is having a good fucking time, man.
Ephesians 5:14. Wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Mashiach shall give thee light.
Yeah, we were those people that were asleep before. But the water Yahweh he woke us up. Woke us up what? To this truth and this light, man, which is in these scriptures, man. We know that we not through the Spirit of the Lord, that we not so-called African Americans. We know that we're Israelites, man. We know that we shouldn't be trying to deal with somebody else's woman. We know we shouldn't eat crab, shrimp, and lobster. But that's all through the Spirit of the Lord and waking us up. And waking us up not to be oblivious to what's going on right now. And like I said, man, I had some friends talking about, some friends in the world talking about it's going to be good days this week and this and that. I said, well, when it get hot, more bodies start to dry. That's right. When it get hot, more bodies start to dry. Why, man? Because our people, the 2/3 of our people, when it get warm, they want to get act stupid, man. I was just down here, and they was riding down here with dirt bikes popping willies, man. They was just riding there with the big popping willies, but it also take that corner spirit and them niggas and turn it up. People that's been hiding all winter, they outside the street, they see them outside because, it's like the roaches, man. Once that light turn on, man, they going around scattering, but when they come back out, when they get cold, they going back in, man. People getting popped, man.
Seeing then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, which you mentioned, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil.
Yeah, we gotta walk circumspectly out here, man. We gotta keep that head on the swivel. We gotta make sure that we conducting ourselves like the old man. Why? Because we can get tricked out of our life just like that, man. Just like that, man. We gotta move with wisdom, man. And what's the real wisdom, man? The wisdom ain't the 50 laws of power or the art of war, man. The wisdom is in these scriptures, the running waters, man. That's the real wisdom, man. The words of the Lord, Yahweh Shah, man.
safety. Right now, you mentioned earlier the Ukraine may need that.
It's funny you said that because yesterday around this time I ain't get relieved and I came across the arena. Esau, it could have been some kind of strategic move with Esau because they know that tournament started. But they was out there right on that very corner right there. What is the street? Baltimore Street and Liberty Street.
Yeah.
They was protesting about those masses coming off in the schools. It's funny you said that. It was like 200 Edomites out here protesting about those masses in the school.
Yeah, they're having a vote on it right now, whether leave it up to school districts in different states to do so. You know, in essence, not but Esau rocking them further and further to sleep. Like, be good. Like, you mentioned the flood of Noah. We'll be coming into the time of Noah again, and they keep on the same spirit, the same behavior, the same mindset.
Bring that out, huh? Matthew 24:37. For as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage unto the day of Noah into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
So, you know, it's like they say, these niggas be like, YOLO, live your life, turn up, man. Keep that same spirit, man. Keep that same spirit, because just like in the day of Noah, when Noah was sitting up there building that ark and prophesizing for hundreds of years, saying that it was going to rain, you got the prophets out on all four corners telling you that it's going to be a flood of fire, and y'all sitting up here not believing it. So just like the Lord let that water come in and started off at a small level, that's how that fire going to come, man. But the fire going to be a whole lot worse than that water, man. Because once that flood of fire come, it's going to be desolate. You know, when a flood come, they come and drown everything. It's going to be evidence of life being here. But when that flood of fire come, it's going to be burning. It's going to be stinking. It's going to be, you can't even imagine.
Yeah, I think they said from California, from the East Coast to the West Coast, it's roughly like 3,500 miles, 35,000 miles, or something like that. 3,500, yeah, 3,500 miles. But like he said, that water, you can see evidence that there was life there. The scriptures say that the only thing that's going to dwell here is desert creatures, man. Like the brother brought it out, the end of that Planet of the Apes. You know, they seen the remnant of the Statue of Liberty, you know, different signs of life. Ain't none of that this time, man. And the smoke of this place gonna burn for thousands of years, man. And so, forever, yeah. And forever's a very long damn time, man.
How the Lord say? Forever, and ever. He said 3 times.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't want to cut you off.
you good, bro. Scripture got come out.
Yeah, also, I want to say something earlier. You said, they say YOLO a lot. You know, you only live your life once, but the scripture also goes against that because it talks about reincarnation. And in Exodus, it talks about the third to the fourth generation. That tells you that in your next life, you're going to pay for your past sins. So that whole YOLO thing, the Bible debunks that.
But they trying to drown them niggas today.
Yeah.
They trying to drown them, take them to deep waters.
Yeah.
1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. So, it says, the scripture says peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. That's what you were saying earlier. You know, they got these protests about whether the whole mask mandate should be up to the governor or, you know, the districts of the school. You know, they think everything's going to be okay. You know, they got plans for 50 years from now, going to different planets, having an expedition. It shows you these shows like Interstellar, Lost in Space. You know, they got all these ships and they can just travel to any
states, they lifted the mask mandates. Here in Montgomery County, in Maryland, you don't have to have a mask in Montgomery County, man.
Baltimore County either.
Yeah, so hey.
Go indoors now to Baltimore County without a mask.
So I know what these niggas gonna think. Oh man, peace. Oh, things will get better. But
Things
hey,
are better. That's what they thinking.
yeah, that's what they think. But peace, but sudden destruction is gonna come upon these 2/3 and these heathens, right? And also that Ukraine thing is building up, man. That Ukraine is building up. Because Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union back then. But Putin want that back, man. Putin want that back. I maybe we'll get into it already.
My brother put a video up and said, people think that they over there lollygagging over in Ukraine is evidence of this bombs being dropped over there as we speak. As we speak, bombs are being dropped over there. But you already know when you look at the television tells the vision. They don't want to rile you up just yet and have you in that skiing spirit because that's what they do. They control the narrative. They don't want the truth to come out.
Like just like every other boogeyman they present, they give you propaganda here. It's probably really as heated up as it is. But I know it's troops over there, and I know it's shit going on. What they do is they build that proxy war to the point where they have an excuse to prevent. Like you look at every war from the start of the Swords of America war period that America has been involved in, it always was a false flag event. Like with Vietnam, the U-boat up in that river in I forget the area.
Boy, that was come here.
Yeah, it was wars on coming soon. They make an excuse to do things. And then you have the different wars like Vietnam, World War. They make an excuse to go and invade because ultimately they want to push their narrative. They want to push their agenda. They really want to stop Russia from furthering their borders and taking back the former USSR. When in all actuality, it's the Lord. What do you say? Put the hooks in the jaws of the bed.
Secret 38.
The same is with Libya. When they went over there and invaded Libya and they told lies about Omar Gaddafi. The same way when they invaded Iraq was Saddam Hussein. The same way how they invaded wherever they invaded for Bin Laden. Saudi Arabia. That's still had to deal with
Shah said they're going to return and build what? The desolate places. Go ahead.
Thus say Yahweh of hosts.
Go ahead.
They shall build,
They shall build, but go ahead.
but I will throw down.
Yeah, they're going to, Yahweh Shemshai going to throw down in what? According to Revelation 18, he's going to throw this place down in 1 hour, man.
And they're not going to be building this desolate place. They're not going to be built. It's not going to America. There won't be no resurgence of the Edomites, you know, the rebellion of the Edomites, man. That's it.
But they got like, it's probably got like cities in the sea or like underground stuff. But Yahweh said we're going to search them out.
Right?
So even if they do, try to repopulate or whatever, and that's it. That's the end of that kingdom.
Man, America's already at table. That's unbalanced and barely standing up. Don't you know how you might go to a restaurant or whatever, you see they got some damn newspaper underneath the table and keep it balanced, man.
Stable it out.
America, man.
Yeah. Those ladies wild me as hell in America right now. You can't, that glass of wine that everybody's been drinking from, that shit unstable as hell, man.
People pay rates constantly going up, but people not realizing that a dollar not worth nothing, man. A dollar basically worth a quarter. Back in the day when I was growing up, you could use a dollar and get a whole lot off a dollar. You can't buy nothing with a dollar no more, man.
Proverbs 11 verse 1. I'll break it down. Proverbs 11 verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh.
A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, man. Esau sitting up there, letting you think everything, all right, that's that false balance what I was talking about. He have you thinking you flourishing, and you actually losing, man. That's an abomination, man. People sitting up there proud, getting up there, going to work every day like getting something out of the deal, man. You nothing but a slave. People don't fail to realize, and I didn't get relieved yesterday, and I was pissed about it. Because when my time, I already don't want to be in a motherfucker anyway. I got an obligation to do my escape.
Yeah.
I had to do an extra 3.5, 4 hours. I was ranting about it. The girl was like, well, you getting paid for it. I said, baby, you looking at this from the wrong mind state. I said, this shit ain't nothing but slavery. I'm forced to do something that I don't want to do. I said, that's like master working on the field. You getting fed, you getting clothed, you getting shelter. But the brother was extra hard that day. Instead of him just getting a piece of fat back, he getting fat back in the meat. That's that couple extra dollars from that overtime, man. You know, piece of my ass. Yeah, man. She was like, you just melted.
That's the spirit, man.
I think I broke it a little bit.
That's the spirit,
That was
man.
the incense, right?
That's the spirit, man.
Hey, Satan was getting mad.
No, that's going to be a preview of what's going to happen to America, man.
Yeah.
How that started fighting.
Oh, it broke? Damn, I didn't even see that.
What the hell? It made my phone reset and everything.
Real?
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's what you said, it dropped.
Somebody
Is it recording now?
His phone.
No, my phone went up.
You want me to stop this one while yours, You want me to stop this one while yours,
No, let it roll.
okay.
Let it roll. What you say, y'all?
Somebody pray we shut the fuck up.
Yeah, right. I'm say the prince of the power of the air. Oh, they turned it up on me. Let me knock they shit over
What
real
up?
quick. And if
Oh,
somebody
If it
was
wasn't
thinking
for
that,
this, your shit would have been broke.
if somebody was thinking that in their head, let that be a curse upon them too. I wish they shut up. Try to sell my rats.
There you go.
How y'all doing?
All right.
Hey, what's up, man?
It's good to see y'all again.
Same here.
I'll see y'all soon.
All right, man, see you still got your
I'll
beers.
see y'all soon. Okay? Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Yo, that wind, and see how it ain't even windy like that right now. No, fuck them out. You can leave them. Don't worry about them out. Yeah. They just gonna go out again. Yeah. Yeah, we rolling. bit closer to mine, Zach.
Why you should just put the bag on there? Just in case you try that again. You know it was a minor technical difficulty. We can be spiritual about it, say the Lord did it, but we know the Lord ain't doing it. Somebody prayed, we shut the fuck up. But guess what? You ain't stopping nothing because this is the Lord's show.
That's right.
You can't just change this channel. The Lord changed the
what Mike
channel.
Tyson said, if you don't like what I'm saying, change the station. You can't change this station.
Well, he told Thong, man.
Hey, what you doing here? What the fuck you doing here, Thong? Yeah, we rolling. You good?
Damn. I got a scripture. I need somebody who's
Nah, Proverbs 11.
Oh, okay.
Proverbs 11, verse 1, enforce violence and abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. Yeah, I mean, back in the days when we was his age, when we finished playing basketball in the playground, them big Bon-Ton chips, man, it would satisfy all three of us, man. To the top.
For 50 cents.
Yeah. Now they have the bigger bags for $1 or 75 cents.
Yeah.
Right? The cheese doodle was up to the brim, man. Yeah. And we had the quarter water, 25-cent quarter. I forgot what they call out here, water ball.
Little hugs.
Yeah, little huggies. We was straight, man. And we was sharing the bag.
Yeah.
That's when we was his age. Yeah, but there's a forced balance. When you buying a big bag of chips, it's what, $2.69? Right?
Well, the dollar bag, the quarter bag.
Yeah. You get about this much.
Yeah.
I treated myself to a Snicker bar the other day. Oh my God. You remember they had those mini Snicker bars?
That's what the new ones is.
Yeah, not the new ones that.
It's probably two of them.
It's too many ones inside the yeah.
And the ones they got that was in the pack, like the 5 of them being there for
Yeah.
$1, they like,
Yeah, I ain't like it.
Nowadays, you could
you had to break them.
I was gonna say nowadays when you want stuff like that, the best option for you is really like retail. Like you gotta buy your stuff in bulk. Like if you want like candy, you gotta buy like a bag that has a bunch of them in there to get more for your money's worth.
Thank you for your buck.
Yeah, but it's still a forced balance.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
You got scripture for you or not? This talking about riches. Proverbs 11 verse 4. Riches profit not in a day of wrath.
Yeah, riches don't profit in the day of wrath. Look at the book of Eli, man. Where they had that money and stuff. What the hell you gonna do with money and ain't no use for money, man?
Right.
To the fire.
It's gonna be fuel to the fire, man. But money is worthless, man. The real riches is these scriptures, man. The real riches is knowledge, man. Because without it, man, what's it? It is a defense, but I mean, what I was about to say, a wicked nigga has said it, but if you can't follow instructions, you hit it for self-destruction, man. If you can't follow the instructions of the Lord, which Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, these is his words, you can't follow these instructions, you hit it for self-destruction. And what is that self-destruction, man? That's that second death, man. Which is that thermonuclear fire, man. That you don't want.
When you see the book of Eli, what was a great commodity? I think book of Eli, he had an iPhone when he was jamming his old tunes. I forgot what song he was jamming to.
Hey, the other
Right.
commodity he had was, what was it?
Cat oil, lighter.
Yeah, lighter.
Right. I think it was cat oil or that. Was it cat oil?
Shivs. He had some gummers. I can't remember.
Gum, I think it was
Yeah.
gum too.
Yeah.
Right? But those was great, and pussy. Those was great commodities. Right? A lighter, that's a great commodity.
Right. You use that to get the fire
Yeah.
started, right?
Like Brother Nas said, man, that money ain't mean shit in that movie, man.
Yeah. And all of zombie apocalypse movies, the money scattered around on the ground too.
Yup.
You start putting the truth in those movies, man.
And what's that richest prophet? You put that out there.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ezekiel 7:19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity.
That's what the brother just brought out. Beautiful precept to back up what that scripture just said, man. You sit up there, you rob Childs, you Bowers, what's that nigga name? The Apple, the Bears, the Colts, and all. You
money that are made legal tender by the government decree of a fiat. Right? The term is, however, usually reserved for the legal tender paper, money or coins that have a face value far exceeding the commodity values and are not redeemable in gold or silver. Yeah, the paper that don't mean shit, right? Who the one took the gold standard, the silver standard for the dollar? It was that bitch ass. I cannot tell a lie. The Watergate, right? Nixon, right? He the one that took it off, man. Research it, right? So the money that we got in that paper don't mean nothing. The government gives the value of this paper dollar. That's when you look at your back of your dollar and say legal tender note, which just really means I owe you.
And to add on to the point that you just made, to prove that the paper dollar don't mean anything, that's why they're trying to transition everything from paper money to digital money, man. You sleep with your eyes open, man. Hey, all these hustlers and all that trying to stack this paper up. You see these rappers, Lil Durk and all them with all this bread or whatever, man. That money don't mean nothing, because that money is. They're trying to digitize all that. So all you niggas sitting up there hustling and all that, you got millions stacked up, man. When that time comes and they digitize that money, man, you just gonna be stuck with a lot of fake. It's gonna be an encyclopedia is gonna be have more value than your money, man, because you can learn something from it. Your money is gonna be just sitting there for nothing, man.
In the spirit of getting on E, man, you know, we got more reasons than slavery to be mad at this guy, man. You know, he not only is he affecting us as a nation of people, he's affecting all nations of people, man. You know, so when his little reign in, so will our people.
That brings some edification real quick. Yeah, I watched a documentary one time. The thing I learned from it is one of the reasons why. One of the reasons why John F. Kennedy was killed was he was trying to initiate an executive order called 11110. This executive order was for the Treasury to issue certificates backed by silver bullion, as well as submit silver dollars that would be considered money. So one of the reasons why they assassinated John F. Kennedy is because he was trying to make sure that the money was backed up by silver. But that's why they killed him. Said that wouldn't continue. You know.
Man, what was that time when they got the All Americans and traded all their silver and gold?
And back in time when they was robbing the stagecoaches and whatever.
Yeah, they got
That too.
Yeah,
And also that happened in 1929, the Great Depression.
Great Depression. And that was like one of the biggest heists ever for them.
Rothschild gathered all that up.
Yeah.
This is Ecclesiasticus 5, verse 8. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Verse 9. My pocket was ripped up here. Set not that heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit thee in a day of calamity.
And Esau, and Esau, he got all his, what's that his word?
It said, for they shall not profit thee in a day of calamity. It says, set not thy heart upon goods unjustly gotten. Like these drug dealers out here.
Yeah.
Right?
And look at the big drug dealer out here, the big farmer, man. That's gains unjustly gotten. Yeah. But they'll arrest you on the street level.
Who was that? Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson. They sit up there pushing that max like no other, man. And I just seen something on the news where they said they pushing for a fourth one now, man. A fourth one. Other than that, getting our people sick, man. It's doing nothing but add more money to the pharmaceutical companies, man.
And also to show that me and these brothers be watching, they call, was that Snowfall, right? Franklin's was getting all his money and what unjustly got it. Right? He always got to watch his back. Now he got betrayed with his own family members. Things is falling apart because he got it what? Unjustly, man.
And honestly, every time you had the situations where people get that money unjustly and at a fast rate other than eat, had that hate come on you, man.
Yeah.
You got that hate because they buck up against each other and want what you got. Then you got E get jealous of your want. Like how with Frank Lucas. Frank Lucas was under the radar until he got his wife brought him that chinchilla book and made himself on the radar, man. That's when the heat got on him, man. They wanted to say,
Right. Yeah, just like Scarface.
that's that one particular time. That one particular time caused his reign at the top, man. That's right. But when you dealing in unrighteousness, man, it's a short lived, man.
Drake bugged out, man. They supposed to be our elders so we can game and soak up knowledge from his brother here. They probably 4 or 5 times older than him, and they can gain more from him than him. Their mindset on a goddamn basketball game, and who profits from things like that? Like the same people we talking about. That's what I'm going on.
Ill-gotten gains are things that someone has obtained in a dishonest or illegal way. But many leaders have invested their ill-gotten gains in several situations.
That's right, ill-gotten gains. And what they capitalize on, the sweat labor of our people. You run up and down the court, you dunk basketballs all for white men. You know? But we got things that's going to save your life. But you ran across a nigga over and shit, man. Yeah. See, our people silly as hell, man. All they know is fucking folly and goddamn entertainment, man. That's all good, bro. It's the spirit of the Lord that's coming out right now, man. And they can get their judgment as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, here it is, we bring out the scriptures, but the only thing our people's mindset on is a bunch of bullshit, man. A bunch of stuff that doesn't mean nothing. You know, just look at the state of our women. You know, look at it.
Yeah, sisters, go natural. Take them wigs off, man. Take them wigs off. Go natural. Rock your afro. Rock your afro. All right.
You see, and our people, they just, all they know is birth, man. And that's what we was going in on earlier, man. And that's an example the Lord said, to show you that if Esau can make money off you, he's going to use it to the best of his ability. But his fountain running dry, man. You said the damn All-Star Weekend wasn't even worth watching. The spirit of this place is
Slam dunk. Garbage.
Yeah, the slam dunk contest that used to be one of the main events you wanted to see.
Yes.
D Brown, man. You know, we was talking about this just the other day. Now you're looking at this crap and it's just like, yo, what the hell is this? It's showing you that they recycle old TV shows.
Yeah.
You know, reboot them. We just seen the movie with Denzel when he played the Equalizer.
Yep.
Now you got Queen Latifah kicking ass on TV, man. That's unreal. Hell, I looked at a fight scene, and I'm looking at this. I'm like, yo, this is like, what's the word I'm looking for? This is that feminine, masculine energy at its finest, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? And the Lord gonna go, he gonna go a spalding at these niggas for real, man. You know, remember we as a kid, we wanted that ball you could pump it up from yourself. And the Lord gonna pump a missile at y'all niggas, man.
Well, it's hard as shit to try and dribble it, you jam your finger every time.
We used to fuck with Nerfs too. The Nerf was soft though.
Hell
You can hit in the face, you don't feel no pain.
Hold up, no, they had that one hard nerve. There was a hard nerve, one hard nerve from the football. Yeah.
Oh yes. They had a soft one and a hard
You
one.
don't catch that joint right? Bust your nose. Yeah, man.
Man, ball. But hell yeah, man. Bring that on.
This Wisdom of Solomon, 3:19. For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation.
They say horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation, man. And we can equate that to Esau, and we definitely damn sure can convert it to our people. You know, it's a twofold, man. You know, we bringing out knowledge that you make on here in your churches, in your sororities, and none of that, man. The Lord will destroy all that Greek madness, man, that our people caught up in. It said horrible is the end of what up?
This is Wisdom of Solomon. 3:19. For horrible is the end of this unrighteous generation.
Horrible end of an unrighteous generation. I got another precept for somebody.
Hey, and we see this going on in Daily Now City, man. We see this happening in the Daily Now City, man. You got so many youth getting murdered, man.
Yeah.
Getting murdered, man. A kid just got shot earlier today, man.
Getting murdered.
And but with that being said, man, like I just brought out earlier, how people sleep with their eyes open, man.
That's right. So the end of the day, scripture also say, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. You look at our beginning stages over here in America, man. We was out on the cotton fields, down in the sugar canes, down in the Caribbean islands. You know, we was nothing but a commodity to the so-called white man, and we still are to this day, man.
To this day.
That's right. Whether we they make it a black and white thing in the boxing ring and UFC, when all actuality we are the same people that's fighting in gladiator arenas against each other, man. To do what? Get their ill-gotten gains off the sweat and labor of our own people. You know, and this is if you can't see that this is the last generation that's going to be here in America, then your eyes is blind, man.
Man, to add on to what you just said, we still in the time of the 50s and 60s when he was sitting up there calling us niggas. You got Joe Rogan, man, sitting up there calling people of color monkeys, man. Right. Niggas too, man. But like I said, just because certain situations, certain people get past his law, man, his ass need to be condemned for that, man.
He right. He right what he's saying. I don't think he is Moses.
Might be Israel.
And that's what I'm believing.
Might be Israel.
I think he's an Israelite.
Might be, bro.
But
I think he is Israelite.
He's putting some facts, too, though.
Like they did the same thing with Eminem. They put out that old rap song and he was rapping about niggas, this, that, and the other. But the spirit of him is not that of a heathen, man.
He spoke against COVID.
too.
Justin Bieber, yeah.
He spoke against COVID, too.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah.
You got something?
Yeah. This is Ecclesiastes 8 verse 5. So keep the commandment, shall feel no evil thing.
And who do you think coming to our people now? You know, they slowly but surely coming in and spurring the men, you know, wearing the names on their face. Our women, they only get natural when they date the Edomite, you know?
Serena and them.
Yeah, right. So when you look at our people, are they following the laws and commandments? Did you see them parade of cheerleaders with their ass out? You think they following the commandments? The brother mentioned, wear your natural hair. They take that off, they bald head in this house, showing you that we fit those curses of the crown on their skull. I will smite the crown of their head.
I was just going to say that.
I got a little fade under that ball.
Yeah, like number one all the way around.
Tape.
Yeah, take the gentleman take that shit,
A
man.
natural tape.
Yeah, right.
Shabby, there's a point I want to bring, right? And a wise man heart discerning both time and judgment.
A wise man's heart, which is your mind, is not that organ that pump blood. It discerns time and judgment. So if you was watching the time and prophecies, you would see that, hey man, something ain't right. Something gotta register in your head to see all this going on around you and think that, oh, everything's okay. I'll run it back again out on the shop.
Ecclesiastes 8 verse 5, the punch. And a wise man heart discern both time and judgment.
That's a wise man who wrote that, man. Solomon, man, was the wisest man on the walk the face of the earth, and if you received it, was also the one ignorantly called Jesus Christ, man. So if you was supposed to say, watching it for the times, the days are evil. Like just because you know they slowly but surely opening things back up. We just concluded the NFL. We coming up to the you got it. Dog. That's what you speak. You got it.
Because to every purpose there is time and judgment. Therefore the misery of man is great upon upon him.
And we ready to see the great misery on the faces of our people. You know, look how hungry and destitute our people look in those movies, man. You know, when they say when people lose it, they lose. When people lose it all, they lose it. Just wait, man.
Hold up, just last year, just 12 months ago, when the food stamps wasn't hit and the taxes weren't coming out, a lot of our people was sad, man.
Hell yeah.
Struggling and scrounging, man. But
were selling bird donkey heads,
Yeah.
cannibalism.
Mud sandwich.
Yeah,
Now 70 AD after
Oh, no,
that
man.
was Masada when we fled from the Roman persecution.
yeah, my bad. I missed it the wrong time.
Was the emperor Vespasian and to his son Domitian and Titus, right? So what we did, we went to the mountain, and we were surrounded. And who was head of that regiment under Domitian and Titus? It was a brother. Tahar brung it out. I forgot his name. Apostle Gabar brung it out, right? Because he was one of the generals, also a brother, right? Because they always use our people against one another, just like Geronimo. They hard to recruit the natives and win against Geronimo. But going back to what Brother Shamley was saying, it was eating their sandals, it was eating the leaves of the trees, and so on. Right? And it was eating their babies.
Yeah, that's when they sacked the temple, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I might have mentioned, hey, a slip of the tongue, man. I might have mentioned the wrong time period, but I know during that time that our people resorted to cannibalism. They were selling pigeon and bird shit for food. Right now, you can go get a hot dog or a gyro or whatever. You just wait till you start eating yourselves, man. You think it's not possible? Look ahead to Venezuela, man. They broke that zoo and they was cooking zoo animals, man.
Man, we in them times right now because the elite sit up there and tell you how they grind up little children with that hamburger meat that they have in McDonald's and Wendy's, man.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, man, our people sleep with their eyes open, man.
Right?
Yeah, that's why Yahushua told the scribes and Pharisees, they say you can discern the sky, but you can't discern the end times pretty much.
Yeah.
Right?
And you got the seers, which are the prophets, telling you the times, okay? Now people knew that in those times that when a prophet came, they were scared of Elijah. They were scared of prophets when they come to town. Like, you come in peace, you gonna rain fire down from the skies on us? Because they knew that there's a reason the Lord's prophets be out. I'm not talking about TD Jakes and them niggas, man.
TD fakes.
Yeah, man. When the Lord sent his prophets, you preparing you for judgment. We preparing ourselves to escape the judgment. But our people will not hearken, neither will they listen.
Proverbs 30 and 11. There is a generation that curses their father, and doth not bless their mother.
And we looking at those people, man. They say the worst place you can send a young woman is off to college. Because they go over there and they do all kinds of gangbangs and stuff like that, man. This is that generation that curses their mother, that curses their father. You can't discipline your kids. The Rothschilds got to discipline your kids, man. Your kids, when you sign that birth certificate, they are a product of the powers that be, man. That small percentage that runs this place. And then they got the patty catchers that roamed the streets in the slavery time, which was still in those times, that was keeping you slaves in order, man.
Didn't Apostle bring that out about that's where the term paddy wagon come from?
Yeah. You remember they sing that song on 12 Years a Slave? The paddy's going to get you, the paddy's going to get you.
Right.
When you watch these guys walk around with that raw shield on their arm, these Roman centurions, and all of them not bad, because you got the example of Cornelius, which was a centurion. The modern day centurion is these guys you see walking around policing in different states.
Did they have the paddy wagon, the slip brick video?
Yeah. All the years if I rob this nigga. Hey, what's your mag say? Free Palestine? Yeah. Hey, what about free these people? What about free those people that had to suffer through slavery? What about them? What about the Holocaust of the so-called black, Latino, and Native American? Hey, I'm not getting on you because these columns. I'm just bringing out some information.
The Irish have been through hell too with the Brits.
Oh yeah, because you know why? The Irish people go back to the so-called country. William Wallace was a black man?
Yeah.
Did you know that the word Scotland goes back to black land?
Dark land.
Dark land, land of the dark?
I know there's some islands in the East Indies where there's Irish that are your complexion.
Oh yeah.
They drink Guinness and everything.
Yep, they drink Guinness and
They
they
sold
fight a
us
lot.
as slaves there.
Right, they like to fight, right?
The Brits, the Irish fight,
They drink the Guinness and they fight.
which is the British.
And the
out of
Irish
Ireland.
goes to the word irate, because it's brought out that those Irish people could go back to the tribe of Benjamin because of the spirit that they have in them.
Yeah,
So,
we're not Anglo-Saxon.
I know some of those people over there in Palestine, they went through some things, but nothing happened on a level which happened to the slaves here in America, man.
Yeah, the
On
Black
the slaughter of
Holocaust.
America.
Yeah.
You hear what he just
You
said?
hear? Say it again. the true Holocaust.
And I hate the thing about the World War II thing, because that's about bullshit.
You a veteran yourself?
I think it's like a vision.
Oh, okay, that's cool. The thing is, you suffering just like the
I
rest,
was
right?
a volunteer like before.
Okay.
But
So you did say you volunteered for some of the stuff you did. You ain't proud of it. So,
I'm proud of it.
oh, you are?
I can talk about it now. Now that there's peace and all, I can talk about it. But before I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
There's a false sense of peace here, man.
We're still trying to get Ireland as one country, you know.
Okay.
But I'm in solidarity with the African people.
Anyway,
Well, maybe that's not the right word.
well, hold on. This is precept, right?
Yeah.
This is Daniel 9, verse 12. And he has confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges, and judge us by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven has not been done as has been done upon Jerusalem.
That's that great evil I spoke of, what was done to the people of Yasharala, man. There's no greater evil what was done to the Native Americans that had to walk the Trail of Tears.
Oh, yeah.
No greater evil was done to the Africans that suffered in the sugarcane fields or the cotton fields,
What
man.
about these fake Jews that are Ashkenazi?
I'll let you say that. But yeah, you're right. He's right. The
They're not
Ashkenazis.
Jews.
They're not. Like, did you get that out? Revelation?
Let me finish reading the verse. As it is written, the law of Moses, all this evil come upon us, yet may we not our prayer before you, our power, that we might turn from our iniquities and understand thy
And that's
truth.
the thing, because we disobeyed those laws and commandments that he gave to Moses, which was the true so-called Jew. But the real Israelites in the Bible, the real Israelites that was led out of Egypt captivity, that's what he just brought out.
Right.
That atrocity that was done to those people, right?
Yeah. That's a horrible thing. They don't have no memorials for the Black Holocaust.
Oh, it's going to be a memorial. America's going to be that memorial that's going to burn forever once it's destroyed.
Yeah.
You know? And when those people who call themselves so-called white, it's not a white thing. You can go back to our people. No.
Yeah. Right.
But the thing is, though, they are going to be eradicated.
Yeah.
You know? What you do to a germ or pesticide, you destroy it, man.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord's going to do to those people. You know?
About what? The elements.
A lot of roaches out there, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, pesticides, parasites, man.
Revelation 2 and 9. I know thy works of tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
But the synagogue of Satan.
You know,
He prophesied.
Yeah.
He prophesied, man. He out here about prophesying with the prophets.
Give him a going with that.
Hey, you get it going. You know,
They got
but with this
Holocaust
full, you know, the men that we learn from, you got to prove yourself before you go in your You know, but we got people that teach you the same word, look just like you.
Yeah.
So that's how you know this thing not a thing of color, man.
Right.
You know, that's the thing. That was the tool used by the so-called white man, making
Yeah.
color thing. But the minute we come into play, they want to go black Hebrew Israelites or
Yeah.
you know, extremists. Yeah, that's what we really want to see. Damn monkey.
With the Palestine, right? It said free to Palestine. When you go to that word Palestine, it really go to the Philistine, which really are the original Hamitic group. Yeah, but you know, when, like you said, the Ashkenazi and so on, they took and they incorporate their name for themselves.
Identity theft.
That's right,
Yeah.
identity.
Yeah. And they made up their own thing.
Yep.
Yup.
Now the Samaritans, they never were ancient
The Samaritans go back to the Cushites.
Yeah.
Right? It goes back to the Cushites.
people. Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
That's why Christ told them, let's get that real quick, which is in Matthew 15. All right, the Samaritan woman.
At the well.
Yeah, the well. The scripture said, do not go in the way of the Samaritans.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Why Christ said, do not go in the way of the Samaritans? Why he told the disciples that?
Yeah.
Because why? The Cushites was there in that area. The Hamitic people was there in that area.
Yeah.
So Christ said, go to what? To the lost sheep of the what? Of the house of Israel.
What
So listen.
Okay.
Who's the original Ethiopian Cushites? They're pretty much the 100% fake. They are not the original Jews. We are the original Jews. These people right here, Negroes, all the way down to the Mexicans,
Yeah.
these are the original Jews of the Bible speak of.
Because there's nobody
Because
else.
Jew go back to what? Judah,
Yeah.
right? Hebrew name Yahweh, thanks Yahweh, praise Yahweh, right? So we are the original Jews. That's what we're trying to wake up our people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. But you make me feel good though, because I don't want to be identified as that way. I'd say I'm Irish. I don't say I'm white.
Let me tell you something. It's a lot of some people that's out here, some Israelite groups that don't deal with the spirit. The scriptures say you're supposed to deal with the spirit. Some of them just look at you and just cast you off.
Yeah.
But the scriptures say you gotta try the spirit.
Yeah.
Judge the spirit by the spirit. It's like a paraphrase. So I mean, you can't just write somebody up because of how they appear, because we had a whole lot of mixing going on.
Yeah.
And sometimes generations go on, some people might be like and they might be not, you know.
Well, we had a whole lot too with the famine in the 1800s. The British let 2 million Irish starve to death. That's why they're in America. But
Hold on, let's pause on that because I want to bring up the precept. I want to back up this brother what he was saying earlier, right? Romans 8:16, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. So back you up.
Like I was saying earlier, you know, if your spirit bear witness with our spirit, 9 times out of 10, I mean, we won't know until that time, but 9 times out of 10, we won't know.
You know, say he
I feel like I'm living.
so he gonna separate the wheat from the tares.
So, no, you're right.
Well, your forefathers go back to the Irish.
I heard, like, my father used to say,
So, but Dan, give me, is it Judges 8, 30? I'm going to tell you what happened to the tribe of Dan. If I make my brothers.
with the Zion,
Do you hear this?
they got money falling out of their pocket.
Falling out there, yang yang.
Yeah.
Hey, did you ever see the movie Borat? He was in their house and he throwing money at him like every day go away. Hey, but
Even the Germans had this inoculation.
Yeah, and it was just,
They were destroying Germany, you know, with their communism and also with their pornography,
they were chased out of every country that they was in.
Hitler was in the spirit because he said it himself that they wasn't the real.
He loves his people, you
And he
know.
also said America's going to pay because you had the precious jewels of God in campaign.
Right. Well, did you like Brother Gaddafi?
You just spoke on him earlier.
I thought he was a good man. He believed in God.
No, the scriptures say no man is good.
But he had his faults. I don't worship no man.
Right.
But I'm just saying, as a human being, I thought he tried his
A
best.
good leader.
But see, that's another sign that you put look up to our people. Because a natural leader like is not going to have a zeal for the Most High, nor the word of the scriptures.
Right. See, Omar Gaddafi was for his people. He was trying to keep things in order. When the United States don't like them, they want to be in control.
Yeah.
See, he hooked up with Saddam Hussein, and they instead of the United States paying for the oil through cash, they was gonna set something up, their own little money system. They wanted the United States to pay them with gold. So they came up with all these false charges on him and put him to death.
That was so evil, man. Hillary Clinton laughed about it. You
Of
know?
course, because she could die.
She's a witch.
You're right.
She the devil the Bible speaker.
Do you think that when America falls, it'll be peaceful like the Soviet Union fell?
Oh, it's gonna be peaceful.
We're quick, Judges 13, verse 1, because Dan is mixed within the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you go to Revelation, I believe it's 7, about the 12 gates, Dan is mixed in with us, right? Give me that real quick, because Dan don't have no inheritance. Give me that real quick.
Judges 18:1.
13, verse 1, yep.
Oh, yeah.
18, oh, Salaki.
In those days, there was no king in Israel.
In those days, there was no king in Israel. Go ahead.
In those days, the tribe of the Danites sought them an inheritance to dwell in. For unto that day, all their inheritance had not fallen unto them among the tribes of Israel.
That's right. So they ain't have no inheritance at that time. So they what? They among the 12 tribes of Israel.
Okay.
The Most High gonna reveal them. Yep. So the Most High gonna reveal them later in the kingdom. So you can't say you're a Danite because you know. That's wrong.
Yeah.
Sure, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're,
They did
no,
allow,
it's allowed.
like Ruth was a law Bitus, they did allow some people to do in Israel.
No, the thing is, when you hear like even Paul, they say he was a Roman. Just because you born or dwell in a certain place don't make you that nation. Just like if I live in Baltimore all my life and I move to New York, they're like, you're a Baltimorean. Your land or your area where you were born doesn't designate your nationality. But you made a quote saying that well, America ordains go back to peace when rulership is exchanged. It's Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Now, are people rejoicing because the righteous people are in authority right now? No.
Right. No.
Even you crying out. Even you crying out.
And I'm going to read that for you again. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Are they rejoicing?
No.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
They're mourning.
And that's the answer to your question. When these people are set up back in authority, the people is going to rejoice.
Not even the people. Not even just the people was on it, man. You got the animals on it. How many salt whales you see washing up on the beaches? How many deers you see running out in front of cars, man? They ain't on it.
Yeah.
Damn, the trees ain't on it.
What about the way the astronauts
You gotta equate that to not just them, but look at Fauci. He just came out, he was torturing animals. Like that's the natural behavior of the evil man. They hate all of. I'm gonna say he's the harbinger of death, man. You know.
I hate to see an animal tortured like that.
The Bible go out and work that out. The word Fauci means death anyway. So you got most of the time, when those people be like that, they be psychopaths.
It said, verse 7. to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, to bind their kings,
your George Bushes, your
Banker family,
your Rothschilds, all those wicked families.
yep, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
Wasn't that done to our people?
Yeah.
Bind the chains, put a yoke upon their face, or yoke upon their neck.
And we still got a yoke on our neck right now. But it's spiritual, right? Taxes.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to bind them in chains and cut them off the slaves, right? We got a one of the smallest chapter in the Bible dedicated to them. The book of Obadiah. We can get there.
Here we go right here, right? Isaiah 24:21. It shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high and the kings of the earth upon the earth, right? And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and they shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited.
And that's what we're going to have. Right now, when you go around with people, they like to make bonfires and roast marshmallows and shit like that. That's what we're going to do then. We're going to pile them in a pile, like you say in the book of Obadiah, and we're going to burn them.
Yeah.
There's a term like when you burn a bump with sticks. They would say burn the faggot, burn the faggot. That's what we're going to do, man. We're going to burn the faggot.
Do you agree with Marcus Garvey that people of different nationalities have a territory?
Yes,
They live separate
yes,
from each other.
yes.
Let me tell you something, right? We're not going to follow. We're not going to follow that because the Lord said. And that's what the Lord said.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is,
Champion, they call after their own name?
this is Deuteronomy 32:8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance,
And that's what he did. You see those maps in the Bible, they would say land of Judah or Simeon, and even Edom came here.
when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number.
To the children of Israel. So he was right in the sense that we should never have been really dwelling with the Hebrews, man. It's always meant to have our own separate land. And the only nation of people mentioned to be destroyed is the nation of Edom. Even the Moabites, they're going to get their own land. They're going to get their own land.
When Martin Luther King had his dream about segregation, his dream should have been flushed down the toilet. That's not what the Lord wanted.
And first of all, we in captivity, right?
Yeah.
We in captivity. We have a social security card.
Yeah.
Our ID is in our names is in capital letter. It goes back to the capital dimension. That means that we are property of Queen Elizabeth and so of the elite. We are property, right?
They're like our veterans, right?
Yes, yes, right. So, that's another point. But there was I want to read something for you, right? This is Babylon Timbuktu. Who came, what, white or black? Who came with that? I'm gonna give you a quick little history, right? This is page 21, right? It said, get straight to the point. During the Middle Ages, the black nation of Africa and Asia had the greatest political, economic, educational, and military influence in the world. At the time, Europe existed in a state of darkness for 1,000 years. Because at one time, the white man went into what? Captivity. He went into what? A state of darkness. Because during the Dark Ages, black people was ruling Scotland, Europe, Poland, who was ruling all that areas. And we can prove that. Right? It said, at this time, Europe existed in a state of darkness for 1,000 years, which is the white race. Right? In the 17th century and later, Europe began to emerge of a slough of ignorance. The white people became came to so-called white people, he came to merge, right?
Yeah.
Right? It said, and certain Germans and others conceive of themselves as belonging to a superior race. His name was Johann F. Blumenbeck, a German, was the first to divide humanity on the base of skin color. Back in the days, it wasn't like that. Oh, you a Christian. Oh, you Judah. It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
But this damn devil, he divided us according to skin color. Right? And that's what we read earlier, Romans 8:16. The Spirit bear witness that we are the children of God. You might be an Israelite. Right? But other Israelite camps, they will judge you by your skin color. Oh, man, you're an Edomite. Get out of here, man. You don't belong with us.
Yeah.
But your spirit bear witness.
You know, he's talking about the elf.
Well, it's like that saying they have in the word. You can't judge the book by its cover.
Yeah.
Done.
And then there's some people might think like you know.
That's right.
And they're working with you. And I say people acting out.
Yes.
I don't even know if that's the right word.
Jewish.
Yeah, when you put ish at the word, it's something.
I see you. I tell you, I see you.
So you can call it Ashkenaz.
That's like I call it, man, why you acting girlish? Are you really a girl? Nah, you pertaining to you acting, but you're
Yeah.
not.
Right,
You're not a
right.
girl.
Yeah, that's sick. That's degeneracy, man.
Hey, but they have a sale on that.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
God made us male and female. Decide one day that I'm gonna
That's
be
me. The Edomite's not going to be in that mindset. Like, he's like, it's not bothering me.
Yeah. He be proud and
Like, he's proud and lofty.
I believe in equality.
Yeah, let other people they want.
Yeah, do what you like.
like a lot of those people over there in Dundalk in Maryland,
Yeah.
it smell like shit over there. And a lot of them is on drugs,
Yeah.
but a lot of them is out
This
there.
one,
Yeah.
people
I was in Brooklyn too. I was in Brooklyn.
Hell yeah.
we're equal with God's image. You know, people like some people are better looking than others, some people are smarter than others, some people are more blessed than others. You know,
We Israelites is not equal according to the other nations.
yeah.
Right, we're gonna prove that point. We got something.
At least to the same topic.
Yes.
Hi.
Ecclesiastes 17:17. For in the division of the nations,
There's a division of the nations. Go ahead.
earth, he set a ruler over every people.
He set a ruler of every people. Go ahead.
Israel is the Lord's portion.
So Israelites is portion. So those guys in Israel, they're not the original people.
Yeah.
We are the original people. I can prove that in a book written by Arthur Koestler. Arthur Koestler in the last page saying the nations that went into slavery, those are the chosen people of God, and they're assassinated.
I think they say the majority, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this book also tells you that this is only for the Israelites. So that right there lets you know.
But a real Israelite wouldn't act all like their Queen Elizabeth is better than others, like the way they Ashkenazis,
You
like
can't really say
They
that
look
because
down on
you does go to the Gentile thing. Israelites might don't know that they're Israelites and they can't act that way.
And I'm glad they said that.
Yeah.
Because right now, being as though we at the bottom, we can't be in that spirit even though we know we better.
Yeah.
I got something on it exactly pretty much what you speak. And it's going to sum it up who the Lord is pretty much dealing with. Like it's like that go-to dagger scripture to cut all of that.
I still got that Psalm 49. They put a land after it.
Oh, yeah.
This is Psalms, right? 147, 19 and 20. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Yasharallah.
And who's that talk about? Him showing his words on the Jacob. Let's talk about the Lord, which other people say God.
Christ.
He has not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
So the laws and commandments don't pertain to that.
Yeah, it said,
Yeah.
it said clear as day. He ain't dealing with it. Right.
well, they use their Talmud over the Bible.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, I got something for you.
There's a lot of sick stuff in the Talmud.
Yeah, they in the
On
Talmud.
the Talmud, oh my God. here next Wednesday, you join in the camp.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
That's
right,
Lord
right.
Jesus. That's Lord.
Yeah, and they circumcise their babies with their mouth.
Yeah, that's perverted,
And
man.
listen closer to this, bro. The second Ezra chapter 6, in verse 54, after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
Yeah, stop from the
Oh,
top.
my bad. Second Ezra 6 and 54.
Yeah, go ahead.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures,
Yeah, we all come out of Adam, right?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
of him come we all,
Come on.
and the people whom thou hast chosen.
Yeah, who the people has chosen?
Right.
What people has he chosen? He said what? Ecclesiasticus 17:17. Israel is the Lord's portion.
Right.
Go ahead, huh?
Right. So he chose Israel. It says,
Israel, a people before it was a place.
that's right. It says, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord,
Come on.
because thou madest the world for our
He
sake.
made the world for what? Let's back it up. Isaiah 45 verse 17.
Yeah.
You see how we back up the scriptures?
Yeah.
We back it up. All right. The scripture said, but they fighting over land that doesn't belong to either of them. The land belongs to us.
You know, they
Right?
entered that land, not how the prophets said. They didn't get that land by what the prophets said. They formed it by law in 1948 in Belmore Declaration.
Yeah.
Zechariah.
We got you.
All right. Philistine, right? That's in Israel right now. Let's see who's dwelling in that land real quick. Go ahead, Ed.
Zechariah 9:6.
Come on.
And a bastard shall dwell in
What the
Ashdod.
Lord said?
A bastard shall dwell in Ashdod.
The Lord said a bastard shall dwell where?
In Ashdod.
Where's Ashdod? Ashdod is in Israel right now.
Yeah.
This bastards in occupying that land.
Right.
The Bible said it.
And
Yeah.
it's amazing how the Lord left some of those ancient names. He left some of those ancient names in those landmarks.
That's a good point.
But it's prophesied that they're going to be out of there eventually.
We got you.
Okay.
This is Isaiah 45 and 17.
Yes. Go ahead.
But Israel shall be saved in the Lord Yahweh
Go ahead.
with an everlasting salvation.
Come on.
He shall not be ashamed
Uh-huh.
nor confounded, world without end.
Yeah, world without end. So the world was created for Israel. Go ahead. Pull up on that.
Second Ezra 6 and 55 again.
Go ahead.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Most I think it's yeah. For us. Because we know the laws and statutes and commandments, we are the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah.
And the other nations is over us. We are the major consumers. The scripture said they going to be the head and we going to be the tail. That's the curse that's put upon us. Yes.
And that's why we out here prophesying to wake up, which the scriptures say the hope for the elect, so we can be delivered from this.
Yeah.
Once the elect is sealed, then they'll have Savior coming back, our big brother.
Right, and check this out.
Yes.
As for the other people, which also come of Adam,
The other people, the other nations, oh man, it's in that
Yeah, it's
list.
already-
All right, the so-called white man, the so-called Chinese, the so-called Japanese, the so-called Africans, right? We not Africans. All right, go ahead.
thou hast said that they are nothing,
The Most High said they are nothing.
but be like unto spittle.
Oh my God, you have to take a hog from this. That's how the Most High treat all nations. Right? Go ahead,
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have never been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over
They
us.
have become lords over us.
Yeah.
They become lords over us, right?
So if you
that's why one of the reasons they removed the Apocrypha from the Bible, the Bible destruction group, because of scriptures like this that I'm reading.
Can I make one point real quick before you bring it up? That's why they say the truth shall set you free. As long as these lies keep going out there and keeping our people blinded, the truth not gonna come out. And then if people not gonna wait, the truth not gonna come out.
Yeah.
When you say Ashkenazi, right? Didn't you just said it's really Amalek? It's Amalek.
Yeah, it's really Amalek.
It's Amalek. It's not really Ashkenazi, right?
Yeah.
Amalek is, I think it's a Germanic tribe or something like that, right? But it's really Amalek, the people that's dwelling in that land, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna break down what's gonna happen to them in the future. But we got yeah, because Amalek is the grandson of Esau. He's the grandson. All right. Okay. But make that point, guys.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much this goes into the Lord. He's never dealt with the other nations, only Israel. We all come from battle, and the Lord only chose, and we only come to save the elect of Israel.
So let me bring that point up. Numbers 24, verse 20. This is a quick point for this young man right here. 19 and 20. This is a quick point to your purpose.
Numbers 24 and 19.
Uh-huh.
It says, out of Jacob shall come he. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion.
So this was Balaam, right? Balaam was a heathen that was trying to put a divination upon the nation of Israel. Right? Balaam had the donkey, and Balaam tried to move the donkey, and so on, but the donkey saw a big angel, right? But Balaam was in a trance. Go ahead.
Out of Jacob shall come he.
It said, out of Jacob, go ahead.
Shall come he
Uh-huh.
that shall have dominion.
Shall have what?
Dominion.
Dominion, Jacob, the 12 tribes.
Okay.
Jacob's name was changed to Israel. In Hebrew, it's Yasharallah.
Yeah.
Yasharallah means he, Shar means power, Allah means son of God, right?
Yeah.
We are the sons of God. Go ahead.
And shall destroy him that remaineth of the city.
Uh-huh.
And when he looked on Amalek,
And now he look at Amalek, you call him Ashkenazi, but it's really Amalek,
Amalek,
right?
yeah.
Go ahead.
he took up his parable and said,
He took up what?
his parable and
Uh-huh.
said, Amalek was the first of the nations.
Amalek was what?
First of the nations.
Amalek was the first of the nations. Who are the first of the nation right now? The Zionists or they the first.
Hey,
But what?
my bad. What this scripture they asked for? Jacob held the hill of Esau.
Yes.
Shall be glad,
Yes. Hold on, let me finish this. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, Amalek was the first of the nations,
Amalek was the first of the nation. Go ahead.
but his latter end
But his latter end in the future, latter means the future, right?
Yeah.
Later. Go ahead.
shall be that he perish forever.
But he gonna what? Perish
forever.
forever. Give me Matthew 19, verse 30. The Lord said Amalek gonna perish forever, man.
Right.
Right? Matthew 19, 30.
This Matthew chapter 19 and verse 30, and it says,
Go ahead.
but many that are first shall be last.
It said many that are first, go ahead,
Shall be last,
shall be last.
First name.
and the last shall be first.
Yeah.
Aren't we last?
Yeah.
We're last. But the Lord said we're gonna be first in the kingdom.
First fire, last fire.
I was going to say like.
Hold on. Genesis 36, verse 1. Oh, son of man. That's all made time. Hold on.
Genesis 36 and 12.
Yeah, go ahead.
And Timnah was a concubine to Eliphaz, and Esau's son.
Go ahead, Doc.
And Esau's son, and she bare Eliphaz and Amalek.
And what I?
And Amalek.
Uh-huh.
These were the sons of Ada, Esau's wife.
So that'd be what? His grandson, right, Doc?
Right.
That'll be his grandson. So just move. This is the back of Brother Jim. Go ahead, Doc.
He was the Secretary of State, National Priority. He had a lot of slaves, and a lot of people don't know this. There's a Professor Tony Martin that exposed it. How the Jews were, they were more active in slavery than the Jews were.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, asking
They
answers.
just drove the
Let me hit you, Steven Spielberg. He's an asking answer.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's an outlet.
Yeah, and that's what then they closed the civil rights and all that.
That's why they're Jewish.
That's how Martin got in trouble. He had too many Jews behind him, you know?
Who? Marty who?
He said you get an earful of
Jewish
I thought you were talking about the old Marty.
that he had.
you get an earful of information that you won't learn in none of these damn colleges.
Oh, I know.
None of them will teach you.
Or the churches.
Or the church.
That's because you got all that Jewish funding.
Because Martin Luther was a devil too, the one that during the Renaissance period. He the one that contributed to removing the Apocrypha from the Bible. Because the Bible, the Apocrypha was cut in Martin Luther.
There's some Jews, I think that's the more accurate.
That's right.
The Ashkenazi made their Bible like 1000 AD. It's not an ancient book.
We talking about the Talmud?
No, there's some Bible that they wrote it in like 1000 AD.
1000 AD?
Goes back way back.
Like even the
It does.
Septuagint,
It
you
does.
can't really trust too much. You got to be able to chew the meat and spit out the bones in that as well.
Yeah, because there's a lot of counterfeit books out there too.
Yeah.
What about the Samaritan?
We don't have none of that.
That's why Apostle says stick with the King James and Apocrypha. Now go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
You got that? Read that again. Pull up.
Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
It said the earth is given to the hands of the wicked.
Right.
That's why the scripture said, the prince of this world is come, right? Which is who? The so-called white man, right? Go ahead, read that again.
It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Every time you see biblical movies, how Peter look, how Matthew look, how Christ look. That's like a so-called white man, right?
How Moses spoke.
Yeah, Charleston Heston,
Yeah.
right? Not my people. Come on, man. But anyway, the faces of the judges, right? Give me second Ezra's, I think it's what's that? First Maccabees 3:48, right? Yeah, they cover the faces of the judges. What I go back to? Iconoclasm. You know about iconoclasm? When the so-called white man took over during the Renaissance period, they whitewashed all the black faces, and they put their faces. That's what I go back to.
But I've seen pictures of people of America with dark complexion in Europe, you know?
There we go. There we go. There we go.
I got some precept
What's that? Hey, I got a quick precept like this. This is the scripture.
Yeah.
The Apocrypha being removed. This is Second Ezra 14 and 43 says, as for me, I spake in the day, and I held not my tongue by night. In 40 days they wrote 204 books. And it came to pass, when the 40 days were filled, that the highest spake, saying, the first that thou hast written, publish openly, that the worthy and unworthy may read it.
Yeah, there's a lot of books out there, right?
Yeah.
But some of those books has been tampered with,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
A lot of those books is at the Vatican Library where they got police, security. You know what I'm saying? But who has some of those? Who can get hold of some of these books? Like what's his name? Who did Steven Spielberg, right? Because these movies, some of these movies are spiritual. Where'd they get these ideas from? Right? They have the authorization, Spielberg, to go into the library and get ideas for their script.
Right, yeah. And in Hollywood, the top producers have Hollywood. They have to have a form of knowledge of the scriptures in order to be the producers.
Yeah.
That's where they get some of these top ideas in these movies.
It
Verse
makes me
46.
mad. They make these Holocaust movies every year about that, but they never make movies about what happened to the black Holocaust. You know?
Yeah, you're right.
Well, what about the Russians?
Right.
You know why they not going to do that? They don't want the spirit out to turn up had them with those spices in there. It was bland.
Yeah.
Verse 46 says, but keep the 70 last, that thou mayest deliver them only to such be wise among the people. For in them is the spring of understanding, the fountain of wisdom, and a stream of knowledge. And I did so. That's the fact that we have the Bible today, the apostles today. And they can't and here it is. They all tongue fell upon themselves because they gave us versions of their Bible and slavery. But here it is, we got it all now. And we can get that understanding is here. The full understanding of the scriptures are here.
There's prophecies in Christ. They call it apocryphal. So I think that's what it
Martin Luther originally wanted the book of James out of the Bible, right? And there's a vocal verse about faith being accompanied with the works, right? So, let's say Luther had the Apocrypha in the German Bible, but noted that they were not considered a part of the canon of the inspired books. The Jewish scribe did not believe the Apocrypha. The books of the Old Testament were inspired. The original 1611 King James contained the Apocrypha. It was removed in a later edition.
Yeah.
So Martin Luther is a damn devil that the Bible speaks of, man. But guess what? We got a whole
some of Martin Luther wrote, just to be fair about one thing.
Nah, ain't no fair when it comes to
He
that.
tried to deal with the Jews. He wrote a book accusing their lies.
Oh, shit.
he was against us.
No, he's talking about the actual
But the Jewish and their lives.
He tried to deal with that, but he was turned on by it. I think that's why he ended up having all the wrong idea. He tried to take the book of James out of the Bible, you know.
It's a devil.
Yeah, that was wrong of him. And then he had trouble with his passions. He slept with Judge Cummings, too.
He was a devil. He was a devil.
Trying to sleep with them boys, too.
Probably.
Choir boys and altar boys.
They be butt naked up in that room.
I heard
Hey,
King
put
James
his
had
neck
that
on.
problem.
Hey, they be putting his neck on them.
King James was like that, too, I heard.
Hey, see, they say, oh, yeah.
King James was a righteous man. He was a righteous man.
Boy, you pretty much the translated Bible is like
The
that.
King James in the translated Bible, just like King John, Davis, and all that.
We about our Father business.
What they say, they got all this on that I've seen that I was
What's your name, man?
James.
Okay.
Y'all come out with Michael Jacob.
Yeah.
I was going to prove it out of my concordance that James also came back to Israel.
Say Yaquan?
Yeah.
Hey, that's what he did to Esau. He Yaquan out of that birthright. He's always going to be
Yeah.
it's a plan.
Hey, man. Hey, take care, right?
All right.
Hope to
All
see
right,
you again.
James.
Yeah, same
All
here.
right.
All right. Shalom. Peace.
All right, shalom, man. Hey, man. Those are actually wonderful questions, man.
And they say no such thing as stupid questions.
You get questions of you. Well, you do sometimes in marketing. You get that.
Yeah. Hey, I
He
think
knew
was
some
our
things,
people.
too.
Yeah, I think he was our people.
Yeah, he could have.
He knew some things, too. With a guy like that, man, sometimes with a guy like that, not only bring scriptures but bring edification through the books of your house for why.
And it also shows, my bad, it also shows that these other cats ain't dealing with the spirit of y'all about shooting shot. They would have gotten to a screaming match and probably would have had them out here trying to catch them.
Yeah. That's true.
You know?
Good. How you doing, bro?
Good, man.
So yeah, man, you know.
Yeah, excuse me. When we was in Trinidad, man, when we came with that fire out there in Port of Spain, the cops came against us real hard. But they saw how stern we were. They saw how resistant, not resistant, what's another word? Damn. Bold is another word I'm looking for.
I mean, like, knowledge.
That too, and how we back up.